Welcome back to Tiny Grimes Games, and I'm here with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. And today I present my guide on what order you should be buying people from the Galactic War store with your Galactic War tokens. So first of all, Galactic War tokens are rather plentiful once you're able to start clearing the Galactic War, so that's great. So you should be able to work your way through multiple of these characters fairly quickly. Let's go ahead and start. First of all, I want to say that what's great about this category is there are all the kind of characters are represented, and there are all kinds of good characters. So you have healers like Luminara, you have support characters like Poggle, Teebo, Phasma. You have a DPS guy in IG-86. So you have this vast array of characters to work from. So I would say my first piece of advice with the token store is, what do you need most, right? If you already have really good support or healers and you just need a damage dealer, get IG-86. But I'll go ahead and rank them in the order that I think they're best. I think the best person in the store is Captain Phasma. Phasma is so good because she's going to be good both from the beginning all the way until the end game. So right now, she's absolutely critical against a Rancor raid. Because she has both a leader ability that calls bunches of people to assist, which is amazing, and then she also has, after that, her ability to put speed down on the Rancor or all the Rancor's helpers with the Gamorrean guards. Regardless, either way, she is doing a lot of work for you. She's filling quite a few roles. Now, it may be the case where you're brand new and you just need somebody who's going to sort of solidify you and be good all around. And that's Luminara. Luminara is great early, mid. Right now, there aren't really any endgame avenues for Luminara. She's not making it into top arena decks. She is not making it into Rancor lineups. People just aren't using Luminara right now. But having said that, she's quite phenomenal. So it's this really interesting issue of who do you want to get first? If you are brand new to the game, I would probably rank Luminara as first. If you are, a little bit later into the game, I think I would put Captain Phasma second. Going with that, I think I would put IG-86 second if you are, a little bit into the game. So my actual rating would be Phasma first, IG-86 second. IG-86 is a damage dealer that does a ton of damage, calls an assist, which is especially helpful for Rancor raids. And if you put the Omega Mat into his basic, or actually into his special there, he gets to do it every other turn like a Geonosian soldier, rather than every 3 turns as it is. Okay, so he would be second. I would say the third best is Luminara. Already talked about her. Now we get into none of the rest of the guys are that great. Teebo is actually probably number one if you are like the whale of all whales. I don't want to talk about Teebo for a moment. I feel like I've been kind of tricked by Teebo. So Teebo has this just bonkers good ability that says deal damage to Teebo to target character, whatever. If Teebo is stealth, also remove 75% turn meter. Can become 100%. That sounds amazing against the Rancor. The problem is his potency is really low. If you check, his potency is only 40%. That is pretty pathetic. But you can get it up quite a bit higher if you get to gear level 10. But to get to gear level 10 is insanity. So I built both a stun cuffs and a gun just to get to 9. Now to get to 10, I have to build another one of each of these? Are you guys out of your mind? So the amount of raid gear you have to put into Teebo to turn him into this beast mode Teebo is just nutso. Now if you can get him there, he's great. But I've been working on him for a while. I spent a ton of crystals on him. I don't know if you've watched my videos. You notice I hang around about 8,000 crystals. Not anymore. That's all Teebo. I spent so much on this dang guy. He's still useless. When I say useless, I'm exaggerating, of course. But against tier 6 and 7 Rancors with 40% potency, his attack gets resisted way too often to say, get him, he's amazing. I consider him to probably be a trap character. Once you have the other good characters, he's probably worth getting. But definitely get Phasma, definitely get IG-86, and definitely get Luminara first. Unless, of course, you have endless wealth. Then just get Teebo first. Maybe second. Alright, next up would probably be Poggle the Lesser. Poggle the Lesser is one of these guys that sort of comes in and out of favor. Right now, he seems to be out of favor. He puts this awesome buff on people, which lets them do tons of damage. The problem is, he's great with the droid lineups, but droid lineups have sort of fallen away a little bit, but he is great. After that, well, sorry, he can be great. He isn't great right now. After that, I would say the rest of the characters are now like in this hard division of they're okay. Resistance Pilot is another guy who can be a decent DPS guy, sort of along the lines of IG-86. Could easily get a small buff and become amazing. Tusken Raider is another one of these trap guys where he has extremely low potency, but he can take turn meter away. I would not go after him if you're on tier 6, tier 7 raids, thinking like he's going to be your answer. He's not going to be your answer. He's okay against lower tier rancors, but he's just not that great. An interesting thing is pilots have to be something at some point, right? So you've got Biggs here, and Biggs is not great. But once you get past the good characters and you're sort of left with, well, I have the top, 5 characters. Who should I get now? Probably Resistance Pilot 6. After that, I might rank Biggs 7, sort of like in the NBA draft upside thing, right? Like, I wouldn't take him in the top 10, but, you know, at the end of the lottery, maybe I take a Biggs Darklighter because maybe ships do become a thing as they've been widely advertised, and someday they will, and maybe as a pilot he will then be great. I wouldn't be chasing him. I wouldn't put resources into him. That's a big thing that you need to be thinking about. When you're getting these guys out of the Galactic War Store, you don't have to put any resources into them. You can just get them up to 5, 6, 7 stars, sort of let them sit there. Don't spend your money on them. Don't spend your gear on them. Wait to see if they become good. If they do, then boom, you advance them at that point. You don't have to advance all of the guys that you have. Dacha is another character that is decent. I would probably rank him next. I've had him for a long time. There was a time where Jawas were amazing. There could be a time again where Jawas are good. I mean, he has some cool things. He's got stealth. He's got an AoE. If AoE becomes good again, he'll clearly be one of those characters. And out of Magna Trooper, Cad Bane, Night Sister Initiate, to be honest, I don't know anything about any of these 3 characters that is positive. Let's go ahead and take a look at Magna Trooper. Magna Trooper is on sale as we speak, so you can get a nice little jumpstart out of him if you want. I can't even find Magma Trooper. There he is. There's Magma Trooper. All right, what does Magma Trooper even do? Physical damage. That's fine. Nothing amazing. Physical damage to all enemies, remove 20% turn meter. With a 40% chance to remove another 20% turn meter. That sounds amazing. I'm going to guess his potency is ridiculously low. Let's go ahead and see, because we haven't heard much about it. 0. Well, I mean, I guess 0 at level 1 makes perfect sense. So let's go ahead and I'm going to look up right now on a site. I use sometimes the Star Wars Cantina or SWGOH to figure out what people's maximum can be in any one stat. So I go over to the Magma Trooper. His potency can go up to 87%, so that's not that terrible. I'd have to do more research to figure out at what spot it goes up, right? Because it's the same thing with Teebo. Like, it's not that bad at the top, but to get there is absurd and obscene. So let's check his top level. If you get to level 8 for his Thermal Imploder, he deals physical damage to all enemies, remove 30% turn meter, with a 40% chance to remove another 30% turn meter. So it's a good attack. The problem is it has a 4-turn cooldown, so it's like, you know, there's only a chance it's only going to remove some turn meter. It might be resisted. I don't know. I don't think he's the guy you want to go to for turn meter, is my point. And this is kind of the point I've been making along the way here, and it's probably a whole nother video, is turn meter, potency, and you. I think that might be the next video. But essentially, Tusken Raider's a complete trap. Teebo is kind of a trap. I think Magma Trooper is kind of a trap. If you want turn meter removal, you have better options. Qui-Gon is just the man with turn meter removal. That's the place you want to go. The problem is he's going to die at some point during your raid, and so you need some sort of backup plan. And at that point, Yoda is an okay backup plan. And probably after that, Teebo may be the next best backup plan. But boy, like I said, he's a real trap. Don't do what I did. Don't chase Teebo and put all this gear into him, because you know what's going to happen. The next raid is going to come out, and it's going to be like, oh, okay, that was cool. We made one raid that's all about stripping off turn meter. We made a next raid that does something totally different. And you know who's terrible now? Teebo! And you sit there going, wait, how many crystals did I spend on Teebo? Oh my goodness. So I already regret my Teebo purchase. If I could ungear him and give it to somebody else, I would do it in a heartbeat. Don't make my mistake. Don't go down the Teebo road. Alright, so let's go back one more time. Quick summary. Who should you be getting in Galactic War? If you've been playing for a while, I think it's Phasma first, IG-86 second, probably Teebo third. Just have that backup turn meter guy, but don't chase the dragon. I'd say Luminar is fourth, Poggle's fifth. We'll say Biggs, then Dacha. Pilot, Biggs, Dacha, Magma Trooper, Cad Bane, Night, and then we'll put Tusken Raider and Night Sister. And again, if you are new to the game, take Luminara, slot her probably ahead of Phasma. That's going to be a real tough one for you, because Luminara will help carry you through those early levels because she can heal, but Phasma's a really good leader even early on, so they become more of a 1-2 choice if you're new. Alright, so hopefully you found this helpful, and I'll see you next time on Tiny Grimes Games.